Jeep Grand Cherokee. This might be the first time in years where the Jeep Grand Cherokee doesn't just evolve, it challenges everything we thought we knew about SUVs. Because what you're looking at with the all-new 2026-27 Grand Cherokee isn't just a redesign. It's a complete rethinking of what a modern SUV should feel like inside and out. And the most surprising part? Jeep didn't shout about it. They quietly engineered one of the most future-ready vehicles in its class. Welcome back to the Car Analyst, where we go beyond the obvious and break down what really matters in a car. And this one deserves your full attention, because there are details here that most people will completely miss at first glance, and once you notice them, you can't unsee them. From a distance, it still carries that unmistakable Grand Cherokee identity. But walk closer, and the transformation starts revealing itself layer by layer. The proportions are more aggressive, the stance is wider, and the overall presence feels planted, almost like the SUV is anticipating motion even when it's standing still. There's a level of confidence in the design that feels intentional, not forced. The front fascia tells you everything you need to know about where Jeep is heading. The signature 7-slot grille is still there, but it's been reinterpreted with a more refined, almost architectural approach. It's cleaner, more integrated, and subtly hints at electrification with illuminated accents that give it a futuristic edge without losing its identity. The headlights are now ultra-slim, stretching across the front like a precise signature rather than just functional lighting. At night, this SUV doesn't just light the road, it defines its presence. And then you move to the side profile where things get even more interesting. The body lines are sharper, but also more aerodynamic, suggesting that efficiency has become just as important as strength. The wheel arches are pronounced, housing larger, more sculpted wheels that look engineered as much for airflow as they are for aesthetics. Even the door handles feel more integrated, reducing drag while enhancing the overall sleekness. But it's the rear that really completes the story. A full-width LED light bar stretches across, giving the Grand Cherokee a sense of width and modernity that immediately places it in a new era. It's a design language we've seen in high-end electric vehicles, and seeing it here signals something important. Jeep isn't just adapting to the future, it's preparing to lead in it. Now step inside, because this is where the real transformation happens. The moment you open the door, you realize this isn't just an upgraded cabin, it's a completely reimagined environment. The materials feel more premium, with a clear focus on textures that combine durability with luxury. Soft-touch surfaces, refined stitching, and a more layered dashboard design create a space that feels both modern and inviting. The layout is noticeably cleaner. Physical buttons haven't disappeared completely, but they've been reduced to essentials, allowing the digital experience to take center stage. A wide, curved display flows seamlessly across the dashboard, integrating the infotainment system with the driver's instrument cluster in a way that feels cohesive rather than cluttered. Everything is positioned to reduce distraction and enhance focus. And here's something that changes the way you interact with the vehicle entirely. The system isn't just responsive, it's adaptive. It learns your habits over time, adjusting settings like climate control, seat positioning, and even preferred routes based on your daily patterns. It's subtle, almost invisible, but once you notice it, you realize the SUV is working with you, not just responding to you. Ambient lighting adds another layer to the experience. It's not overly flashy, but it's strategically placed to enhance depth and mood. During night drives, the cabin transforms into something that feels calm, controlled, and almost lounge-like. It's a space designed not just for driving, but for spending time in. Technology plays a central role here, but it doesn't overwhelm. The infotainment system connects seamlessly with your digital life, allowing your phone, apps, and even home systems to integrate effortlessly. Over-the-air updates ensure that the vehicle continues to improve long after you've driven it off the lot. It's no longer a static product, it's an evolving platform. And then there's the driver assistance. This is where Jeep has taken a noticeable step forward. The system doesn't just assist with steering or braking, it anticipates. It reads traffic patterns, adapts to changing conditions, and provides feedback in a way that feels intuitive rather than intrusive. Highway driving becomes smoother, more relaxed, and significantly less stressful. But let's talk about what really defines any Jeep the way it drives. Because no matter how advanced the technology becomes, this is where expectations are either met or broken. Under the hood, the new Grand Cherokee offers a refined lineup of powertrains that balance performance with efficiency. Turbocharged engines deliver smoother acceleration, while hybrid options introduce instant torque that makes everyday driving feel more responsive. There's a clear shift toward electrification, but it's done in a way that preserves the character of the vehicle. And that character is still very much alive. You still feel the capability, the strength, the sense that this SUV can handle more than just city roads. But now, it does it with a level of refinement that wasn't always present before. The suspension system has been reworked to deliver a more composed ride. It absorbs imperfections without isolating you completely, maintaining that connection between driver and road that enthusiasts appreciate. Whether you're navigating rough terrain or cruising on the highway, the experience feels balanced, controlled, and confident. Steering feels more precise, body control is tighter, and overall dynamics have been tuned to make the vehicle feel lighter than it actually is. It's not trying to be sporty, it's trying to be capable and comfortable at the same time, and it achieves that balance impressively. Now think about everyday usability, because this is where many vehicles fall short. The Grand Cherokee doesn't just look advanced, it works in real life. Cabin space has been optimized to provide more comfort for passengers without making the vehicle feel oversized. Rear seating is more accommodating, with improved legroom and better access to charging and connectivity features. Cargo space remains practical, easily adapting to different needs, whether it's daily errands or long-distance travel. Everything feels designed with intention, not just added for the sake of features. But here's the bigger picture. This SUV doesn't just compete, it repositions itself. It's no longer just about capability or luxury, it's about integration. It's about how all these elements, design, technology, performance, and usability come together to create a cohesive experience. And when you compare that to what most SUVs are offering today, you start to see the difference. Many still rely on incremental upgrades, adding features without truly rethinking the overall experience. This one feels like it was built from a different mindset. So who is this for? It's for someone who wants more than just transportation. Someone who values innovation but still respects tradition. Someone who doesn't want to choose between comfort and capability, between technology and reliability. This is for the driver who understands that the future of SUVs isn't about extremes, it's about balance. And that's why the 2026-27 Jeep Grand Cherokee stands out. Not because it tries to be radically different, but because it quietly becomes smarter, more refined, and more connected than ever before. It feels like a glimpse into what the next generation of vehicles will be like, not in a distant conceptual way, but in a way that feels real, usable, and ready. And once you experience that shift, it's hard to go back to anything that came before. If this is the direction Jeep is taking, then the SUV segment is entering a new phase one, where intelligence matters as much as power, and where experience matters as much as design. Let me know what you think about this new Grand Cherokee, and whether this is the kind of future you want from your next SUV. And if you enjoy breaking down vehicles beyond the surface, make sure you're here for what's coming next.